Hello, good evening. Happy Friday to you. I'm Brian. This is Class A Plus English, and tonight we are going to jump into the next stream of Disco Elysium. Yes, we met Measurehead, we met the Scabs the previous stream. We're going to find out some more. We're going to find out what the hell is going on, yeah? What the hell is going on? And you're welcome to join me tonight. Friday night. I hope you're well. So sit back, relax, and let's jump into it, yeah? Okay, good stuff. Where were we? Let's just go into the game. Scabs. I said Scabs. Let's just do a quick, I did a Webster, Merriam-Webster, definition. A definition.
Scab.
Scab. Now, what does it mean, a scab? In this game, really, we're looking at this one. A worker who accepts unemployment or replaces a union worker during a strike. So there's a strike going on in the city. We met these people. We were talking to them the last day. Yeah, so we're going to check out some more of the neighborhood. And let's just jump into it, right? I hope the sound is good. Can anybody hear me? I hope everybody can hear me. I have a paranoia. I'm a bit nervous about audio because I've had many problems, yeah, with this with streams because I'm quite new to this, yeah. So please forgive me if anything goes wrong. Okay, look at the bottom here. Can't put more points into a skill. Drugs raise learning caps, but they're bad for your health. This is true. Stay away from drugs, everybody. But this is just a game, so it doesn't matter. All right, here we were. This is where we finished. What are we gonna do? Let's have a look. Let's go over here. What's going over here? I'm very happy today. I don't know. It's May. The sun is shining here in Alicante, and it's Friday.
Old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay, so it's a what do you call that? Where you press the buzzer, yeah? You press the buzzer. Let's go for Orlando.
You ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Okay, just to really, really quickly, briefly summarize, this is me, and I am a detective, we have found out, and seemingly I'm like drug addicted and alcoholic, and I had a bit of a session for a few days, and I woke up and I don't remember anything. I don't remember my name. I didn't remember I was a cop, a policeman. It's a disaster. And this is my friend Kim, and he's another detective, and he's here to help me solve a murder. If this is your first time, welcome. Yeah, welcome to Class A Plus English. I'm an English teacher living in Spain. I'm from Ireland, and I'm playing kind of story-driven games and explaining vocabulary, you know. And so it's for language learners, but also, you know, it's for everybody because this is an amazing game. It really, really is cool. It's brilliant. If you're just new, go back and check out the previous streams, okay, to get the backstory. Because I'll be here trying to explain. And I don't really know what's going on. It's too crazy. Okay, we ring the doorbell, but no one answers.
Just seeing the words Andro Orlando gets your hackles up. Its very existence is a threat to your masculinity, to say nothing of your hair.
Okay, so one of the points of this game is there's kind of like my psyche. So there's different parts of my mind that are kind of competing with themselves to give me advice, you know. Let's have a quick look. Half-Light. Where is Half-Light? So it's broken into my intellect, my psyche, my physique, and motorics. I'm having real trouble pronouncing this word, you know. Hand-to-eye coordination, reaction speed, savoir-faire. I need to boost this up. My logic, rhetoric, drama, conceptualization. Now, what was it? I've forgotten what it was already. It was... Oh man, I've forgotten. Let's just go back. My half-life. Half-light. Where is that? Do, 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 do. Here. Let the body take control. Threaten people. Cool for high-strung investigators. Shoot now and ask questions later. Cops surprise haters. Okay. Half-light is your fight or flight response. It enables you to sense the way situations are about to turn. Okay. It injects palpable fear into your heart. Fear that urges you to act before it's too late to ever act again. Fear that makes you frightened. It's my reptilian brain, I think, yeah? Okay. And it's telling me, just seeing the words Andrew Orlando gets your hackles up. It makes me nervous. It annoys me. I don't like it. You know when a dog sees another dog and its hair goes up? That's its hackles, right? You know, and we use this expression, it gets my hackles up. Something annoys me. Its very existence is a threat to my masculinity, to say nothing of my hair. Okay, great. Let's go for the taxi.
Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter.
Hi, Iona. How's it going? I hope the audio is okay, please. This is my big fear. Always it's my big fear, yeah? Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. A lighter. A lighter. Now in Spain, people will say, excuse me, do you have fire? Now if you're in London, somebody won't understand what you're talking about. You would say, do you have a light? Smoking is bad, okay? All right, let's check out the boxing.
All you hear is static, but no one answers the call.
Ravachol, I see. This is where we are.
Silence. No one answers the doorbell.
Audio's great. Excellent. Okay. Don't know. Pinball? Ever since I was a young boy, I played the silver ball.
No one answers your call.
Okay, what's about this one? The empty card.
This button looks new, but someone has removed the name card. Nothing happens when you try to ring it.
Huh. This button looks new. It's probably not connected yet.
He takes a step back, inspecting the other names on the list. Wording gig right. So this is the bar.
Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They don't want to talk to you.
Alright. Alright, so that was that. Let's go down here. The sound of the seagulls. Here are these two old fellas. We were talking, they were playing pentanka. Or bools. Let's go talk to this guy. We're investigating a murder. So there is a body, a corpse, cadaver, hanging from a tree. And we have been sent to investigate it. Unfortunately, I seem to have a little kind of pre-investigation party for 3 days. And we overdid it a little bit. Let's talk to this guy. Hey! The things I've seen and said. Oh look, it's the bag. We were looking for this. We were looking for that bag. Now with that bag, I can make money. Look. Yeah. Okay, we have the bag in our hands, and now we can find Tare. This plastic bag, written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a malty gust of air flies in your face, smells of yeast and beer. A perfect place for Tare. So what we can do here now is we can find, we can collect empty beer cans. Look, here's a bin. I was looking for this the last day. So I can take these and I can make money. I can, okay, I'm a detective, I know, but I'm broke. I have no money. The pockets are empty. We have 2 real and 7 cents. Okay. This is a major breakthrough, everybody. Tonight we're going to investigate. We're just going to walk around, find out what's going on. Yeah. Audio's great, excellent. All right, great. This coin-operated viewer has been banged up, inoperable. It's broken. Let's go talk to this girl. Look. The night's still young,
Hello,
says the
sir.
guy.
Step right in. The store is
Annette.
open.
Hello, Annette. A young girl with chubby red cheeks. Waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
She stomps her feet to feel warmer. What kind of shop is this?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
Biographies of famous people.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses, little girl.
Hold your horses is a fantastic expression we use in English. Hold your horses means wait, you know. I'm with a friend and they're like, yeah, let's do this. I'm like, wait, hold your horses, everyone. What's going on? Yeah, so it means just like chill out, relax, wait a moment. Okay, we have some options. What is a book? Because I have forgotten. I don't know where I am, what I am, who I am, what I'm doing. I don't know anything. What's a book? What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
My beloved. Oh, what's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
Okay, it was International Book Day recently, wasn't it? There's a lot of stuff going on here. I live in a place called Alicante, which is a city on the east coast of Spain, near the it's on the Mediterranean. And yeah, they really like International Book Day here. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of things happening in the city.
She is unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
Weirdness is our game. She's unfazed. She's not stressed out. She pays no attention. Yeah, to be unfazed by something. Okay, what's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
She pauses to ponder. She pauses to think. But sailors here mostly buy cards. Okay, interesting.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know?
I'd like to ask some questions.
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name, Annette?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock.
The girl gazes. She looks at the window, then suddenly jolts. Her eyes wide as if recalling something.
Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
We talked about this word to browse, to look. And you're out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling. But she's cold.
So, okay, let's look at the choices. You're cold. Can I help you in some way? I should have a word. I should talk to the store owner, maybe. Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. Pat her on the head. I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Let's go for this one.
Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mum out with the store.
She doesn't seem to understand what I said. Shouldn't you be in school or something? Why are you here? Shouldn't you be in school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
School. Isn't going to school more important than this? School is stupid. You're lucky not to be there. What is school anyway? Let's go for the what is reality.
School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street, and the people there run it. They say it's a charity.
A boogie street. Okay. It's a charity.
The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamour rings through the honeycomb of classrooms.
This is the shivers. Yeah, the shivers are... Where are the shivers? They are like my physique, yes? Raises the hair on my neck. I tune into the city. I feel what's going on. Cool for city lovers, the wisest of the streetwise. The genuinely supernatural. Shivers comes when the temperature drops and you become more keenly aware of your surroundings. It enables you to hear the city itself to truly belong to the streets. It's a supernatural ability. Old wrongs play out in present time. Scenes across the city happen in front of you, but who is speaking to you? I'm feeling the city, everybody. All right, great. Let's get back into it. What's this feeling?
Remorse. The parquet of assembly halls. The rows of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. The girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling.
What girl?
You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few minutes. You only hear...
Okay, I've been zoning out, yeah. I've been zoning out. She's chatting away, and I'm like, la 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 la. I'm thinking about something else, maybe daydreaming. Not really, but I'm just zoning out.
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
Shakes off the cold. And how's business?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Peachy. Okay, this is a kind of an informal word for really good, yeah? My friend says to me, hey Brian, how are things? How's your YouTube channel? Are lots of people pressing like? And I say, yeah, it's peachy. Lots of people are liking the streams and sometimes even subscribing. She looks over her shoulder. It's cursed. Cursed by what?
Behind her, the window has been boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders.
Cursed? In what way?
Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
To thrive is to do really well, you know. My YouTube channel is thriving because lots of people are liking the stream and sometimes even subscribing. Okay, she's looking for the right word. It's on the tip of her tongue. We can say bankrupt when a company goes. We can say ass up, which is a little bit more informal. My business went ass up, or I say nothing. Let's go ass up.
I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so.
I don't think curses are real. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. Narrow your eyes and look through the creaking boards on the window. Yes, it does sound serious. A curse?
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook.
Yes, please do look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games you asked about are also there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself? How does it show itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
But Kim, the plasmic manifestations.
No such thing.
He's a skeptic, everybody. He's skeptical about curses. The lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
The girl looks back and forth between you two. Think of a tennis match. What do you know about the other failed businesses? Stroke your chin. Enough about the curse. For now. What do you know about the other businesses?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
She looks a bit disappointed. Enough about the curse.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
Who are these famous people?
Kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
She scratches her cold, reddened cheek and then continues.
I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame.
Can I become famous by reading one of those books? Right, I had a different question in mind. I was thinking about a different question. Can I become famous?
I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous.
Okay. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Fame is for vain people. I have better things to do. These famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Okay, so vain, vanity. A vain person is always looking in the mirror. They're very self-obsessed, you know? It's all about me, 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 me. Or these famous people sound like a bunch of dorks, a bunch of nerds, geeks. What do you reckon? Fame sounds delicious.
Why would they do that, sir?
Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them. Why, indeed, I'm just an old, tired cop. What use am I? Yeah, it has to be this one, because I'm going to be a superstar cop.
That's so cool.
Thank
Maybe they'll
you.
make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
What is this crime
Crime
business?
fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries. Okay, burglary is when you go on holiday and while you are away, someone comes to your house and breaks in through the window and steals your video recorder, your VHS video recorder, and maybe your cat. One day. So a burglar, it's a burglary. Yeah, they break into your house and steal stuff. And the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. Why would anyone want to read about crime? Okay, I get it. Crime, murder gets the people going. Why? Why would people want to read about it?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things. And it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
And if you are interested in crime and find catching criminals, go and check out my Hercule Poirot streams. Yeah, I've done Hercule Poirot's First Cases, and I've done Hercule Poirot on the Orient Express. You can go into playlists. Yeah, if you go to the YouTube channel, go and check out the playlists, and we solved some crimes there. Yeah, I'm a policeman myself, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
Huh? She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. Huh? Well, what does a policeman look like then? Okay, then maybe I'm not a policeman or should stop being one. Come on, what does a policeman look like?
Didn't mean to offend, sir.
Yeah, well,
Sorry,
you did.
sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Dick who? She points to a book cover in which you see a strapping Vespertine, I have no idea, officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. He stands very serious. Okay, let's look. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. You know, nobody actually looks like that guy in the picture. That's just a stupid fantasy of a man. It's not your body that's important in police work. Anyway, it's your point to your head. Wow, look at that guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. I actually had other questions. Okay, I am going to say I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. What do I mean by live a little? I broke the rules, yeah? I took the first left off the straight and narrow.
What's that mean?
You know, I cut loose, I race hell, I blowed off steam.
And everything's better now, sir?
Good question. Good question. I don't know.
Why is that?
Look at me, a hideous beast, a failure of a cop, a disgrace. A man can never be truly happy who he is. You'll understand when you're older. Okay, yeah, Annette, you'll understand when you're older.
Oh, okay. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen.
Okay, okay, she blinks at you. Yeah, to blink with your eyes. To blink, to wink. One eye, wink. Two eyes, blink. I shouldn't have said that about Dick Mullen. Okay, let's have a look. You know, nobody actually looks like that guy. It's not your body that's important in police work. It's your mind. Wow, look at that guy. It's not your body that counts. It's up here. This is what counts.
Head? Yes.
No, it's your soul. Your blue soul.
My police soul. My cop soul. My detective essence. Good stuff, authority.
No, your resilience.
My resilience, my resistance, my strength against the world, you know? Okay. Soul, that Mullen guy looks like a Hampel man. Who could respect that face? It's not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul. Or it's grit, determination, toughness, a total disregard for personal safety. You gotta take the pain. This Mullen guy looks like he'd run to his mum. He ain't got no balls. This is me, yeah.
That's a bit childish.
So there's a child calling me childish. Okay. Alright, let's have a look. We've got two choices. A dick with no balls. Bam! Mullen's no real deal. He's got nothing on me. No, it's too much. I don't want to say that to a little girl. So, a dick here. Right, so dick. Let's look at this word, right? Dick is a slang word for penis, yeah? But also it's another contraction for private detective, a private dick, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, I'm on it. A dick with no balls. Bam! Mullen's no real deal. He's got nothing on me.
Obviously, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Good answer.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Don't know what makes me more uncomfortable. What? What's uncomfortable? You saying penis, saying daddy. Yeah, I've stopped saying daddy. I stopped that one, yeah. And I didn't say right anyway, yeah. Move on, yeah. All right. Yeah, it was. But you know, I said daddy just to annoy you. You know what I mean? Composure, challenging. Okay, I'm going to deduce something. Okay, bye. See you around. Ooh.
Hey. Psst.
Rhetoric. Rhetoric is practice the art of persuasion. Enjoy rigorous intellectual discourse. Okay. Rhetoric says, as part of my psyche, says, hey, psst, look around. Who? Me?
Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
The word on the street, yeah, the people are talking about it, me, yeah, and they're saying, there he goes, just walking down the street, and I'm ready to start building communism again. Again? How come there's a word on the street? Again?
Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You've built it before. They've built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet. But neither has love. Should we just stop building love, too?
Should we just stop building love? I can't argue with that. Yes, we should all stop building love. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. You're going to love this one, yeah? Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner.
Good. We need tender men like you building gargantuan communism.
Yes.
Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right?
10,000 times, everybody, and it's all down to me. How come there's a word on the street?
You keep saying things like, down with the bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize the landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings, regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like me. Oh, all right, that sounds like me. It's familiar. I haven't said anything like that. I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those. Okay, so in English, right, politics, you have the left and you have the right. Okay, so you would have the socialists and you have the conservatives. But in English, we say left-wing and right-wing, yeah? Yeah, I've said some mildly left-wing things, but none of those.
Oh yes, the mask of ambivalence. Don't deny it. You're about to rip it off and reveal the monstrous seven-eyed lamb of global communism that would devour and masticate mankind.
The workers united. Let's do it.
Everyone can see that. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder? Or do we get right down to it?
Do we start? Do we get down to it? Let's get down to it. You're in a meeting, yeah? To start the meeting, let's get the ball rolling. Let's kick it. What time does the meeting kick off? Yeah, let's get down to it. Okay, wait. First, what the hell is communism? Because I don't remember anything. I roll up my sleeves and start building communism, so I opt in. I'm going for this, or it's too tiring. I don't have it in me. I'm beat down and broken, so I refuse. Yeah, I opt out. Opt in, opt out. I'm going to opt in. I'm going to roll up my sleeves, and we're going to start building a utopian communist future.
Oh yeah. Get the firing squads and the animal wagons
ready. Wait, what? Firing squads? You didn't say anything about that. Well, I roll my sleeves up even further and breathe in. Let's finish the thought. Oh wow, what's happened there? Okay, let's check that out. I've got something here. What's going on? Chain cutters, close. Alright, and what's this? I've done Hobo Cop, so the Hobo Cop is kind of a rubbish one, yeah, but I'm a hobo and homeless person, but we've got another choice here. We've got Mazovian socioeconomics. Let's have a look. So this is my thought cabinet. Temporary research bonus. Visual calculus looks like reaction. Research time 3 hours. People think communism was some crazy idea that had its comeuppance 40 years ago. Comeuppance is like when you fail, when you lose, a fever that shook the world, never to return again. They were right until he woke up. Today, he, being Me, that's right, everybody. A spiritual corpse responsive only to the call of Commodore Red, prostitutes, and Krasmazor. For him, communism is still a thing. He will single-handedly raise the commune of O2 from the oceanic trench where it has been resting, covered in ghosts and seaweed. He is the big communism builder. Come, witness his attempts to build communism in the year 51. Let's get into it. I'm going to internalize. Okay, so we need to wait 3 hours for that one, yeah? Cool. Let's go and have a look at these things. This is a book about pate. This book, you don't really understand what it is about, nor does it seem important. Okay. A book about why adero Portuguese, no? Culture. Didn't read it. A book about the future. The government reads your minds using radio technology. Yes, sir. Okay. Let's keep going. If you asked for left-wing news, he'd give you a paper from under his left wing and vice versa. When I was a kid with a news dragon. If you asked for left-wing news, he'd give you a paper from his left wing and vice versa. Okay. Take it. So now, you see, I can collect these things. And I can sell them. Okay, I'm a detective. I'm trying to solve a murder case, but I'm broke. I don't have any money. We need to get some cash. I'm not too proud. Let's go search a bin. Bin diving. Ooh, bottle. Oh, a bottle! Keep going this way. I need more trash. I need more bottles. What's that? A lonely cormorant surveys the sea, indifferent to my approach, some kind of bird. Let's talk to Kim.
Yes?
Tell me about
What
the
do you
case
want
again.
to know?
Can we go over? Let's have a reboot, everybody. Let's just chill out for a moment. Let's find out about the case.
You mean like a brief? Do you want me to brief you again?
Yes, brief me.
3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
No one had come to investigate. Continue.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Right, so it's linked to the murder. This is a good point. I should do this at the start of the stream. It gives us kind of an overview. What does the briefing say about who the victim
A
was?
security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
Hearsay, rumor. Yeah, rumor. A very good friend of mine from Ireland, like last week there was a complete power cut in Spain. The whole country lost power. And a good friend of mine from Limerick in Ireland told me it's going to take 3 days to restart the power. There's going to be no power for 3 days. Blah, blah, blah told me. And then somebody else told me it's going to take 3 days, and it completely freaked me out. But it was just hearsay, rumor, anecdotal rubbish, basically. And it kind of freaked me out. Okay, what about the caller?
They didn't identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide?
There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
Right, so the RCM is me. We are the police. But the union, the dock workers are in control. They are the de facto police of the neighborhood in Martinez, which is where we are. Now it appears they've started executing. We cannot allow that. I still don't understand anything.
Okay, well, we are police officers. It is our job to find a killer. So that's what I intend to do. You should try it too.
Is it a mysterious case?
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
That's
The
all I need
lieutenant
to know.
adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
Okay.
Good.
I want to talk about you, Kim.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't see how my life is pertinent to the investigation.
I don't see how my life is pertinent, how it's important to the investigation. We'll work better together if we have more rapport, more friendship, I suppose. You know, that we have a connection. Notice the pronunciation, everybody. It's French, rapport. We don't pronounce the T, yeah? Come on, Lieutenant, open up a little. Tell
If you
me.
insist. What do you want to know?
You're wearing glasses. You don't look like other people around here. Tell me a secret about yourself. Do you ever talk with yourself? Okay, you don't look like other people
That's
around
because
here.
I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's father was from Seoul. So was my
Seoul?
grandmother, but from my mother's side. It's not an interesting topic.
What is Seoul?
It's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical entity and a geographic division. I told you it wouldn't be interesting.
That's supposed to be Seoul in Korea. I used to live there. You're only making it sound uninteresting. I still want to know about Seoul.
You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word of Seolite. I've never met either one of my grandparents, and I've never been to Seoul. I'm a regular
안녕하세요.
Rebachelier.
Look, you're barking up the wrong tree is an expression, right? So a dog barks, whoa, 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 whoa. But if you're barking up the wrong tree, say you're trying to find something out. But if you're barking up the wrong tree, it means you're looking at the wrong person or you're looking at the wrong thing. You're in the wrong direction, yeah? Basically barking up the wrong tree. I don't speak a word. I've never met anyone. He seems almost proudly says, I'm a regular Rebachelier.
He's glad to have shut down your question.
Shoot down the questions. You're wearing glasses.
That's correct.
That makes him a binoclard.
A binoclard?
Completely uncopped material, if you say so yourself.
Okay, so this is supposed to be like kind of a derogatory word, you know, a slur, you know. We would say four eyes, I suppose, something really stupid like that. I didn't know they let binoclards because no, we're not going to say that. I'm not going to call them a bino. Glasses are cool.
Are they? They are mostly just cumbersome.
Cumbersome, big, large, awkward, you know? It's something that's very cumbersome.
You could use a good, normal pair yourself.
Do you ever talk with
What
yourself?
do you mean?
You know, when you're thinking, do you ever have a conversation with, like, your brain? Because, like, I'm having, like, 30 conversations all at once here.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So how do you know, tap your head? So you're saying your brain never just chimes in with advice or warnings? Anything? Because it's going crazy in my head.
I can't say that it does, no. When I need to think, I just use my notebook.
Let's continue.
The lieutenant produces his small blue notebook and idly thumbs through a few pages.
Just thumb through the pages, yeah? So he's kind of changing the subject.
That's where his conversations with himself take place. You're super lucid, yet psychedelic. You don't
Psychedelic?
need office supplies to connect to your nervous system. You're special.
Thank you. We don't need notebooks to connect. Tell me a secret about yourself.
No.
Okay. Okay.
The lieutenant nods.
Okay. We need to keep him on side, yeah? We need to be friendly with him. I like him.
Good. Let's change the subject.
Alright. Oh. Take it. What do we got? Got 7 bottles, okay? We got about 70 cents, I suppose. That means. Let's keep going this way. What's this? Wait, stop. Let's check this out. The belly of this boat shines like it was recently painted. What's this? Oh.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Conceptualization impossible. Why am I looking at this wall? Very low. We're not going to do it. Well, we can retry. Let's try it.
You have no clue. It's just a wall.
It's just a wall, but there's something there. I can feel it.
So many walls all over Martinez.
Right.
Weather-worn, cracked. They're paint peeling.
They're paint peeling. Now, I peel an orange, yeah? I take the skin off the orange, and also we talk about paint. Paint is peeling off the wall. Kind of like in my apartment. Alright, what's over here? What's this? Let's just check it out. Ooh! That's it. What's this? It looks like a winch. Kickside apartments. Oh, it's a signpost. What's got this one?
Hey, up here, Piggo.
Hey, up here, Piggo. Okay, so we've spoken about this before. Kind of a slur, detrimental word. You know, like for a police officer can be a pig. Okay, so she's saying, "Up here, Piggo."
Yeah, you better keep walking.
No, she's threatening me. Okay. Inside the frame of a motorcycle in repair and tools used to disassemble it. What's this? There's a girl up there. Did she spill the paint? What paint? I want to check this. What's that?
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
She's got like a northern English accent, I suppose you'd say there, maybe? A lot of different accents in this game. There's French, Australian, English. We haven't found an Irish accent yet, but I'm sure it's going to come, everyone. What's it?
Up here,
Up here,
Piggo.
Piggo. Alright.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Sturdy metal door. Strong metal door guards the southwest entrance. Knock.
The door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response.
Knock again.
The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
An elderly woman, an old woman, but we only use elderly for people, right? So, you know, old, elder, eldest, yeah? So, you know, siblings. I have 3 siblings. I am the eldest, yeah? I am the oldest, but we don't use it for anything else. I don't say Rome is an elderly city. It's an old city. Okay, I can hear an old woman, an elderly lady, calling.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
The cleaning lady. Stop banging on the door. Hold on, who am I speaking to? This is the police. Open up. Who am I speaking to?
Doesn't matter who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
This is the police. Open the door.
Ha! The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
But I'm not joking.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
She trails off, leaving the sentence unfinished. Kim, tell her we're the real police.
Madame, I assure you, we are real police officers.
The lieutenant repeats dutifully.
There is no reply. Just faint sweeping sounds inside.
Tenements. Tenements is like often buildings, like apartments or flats, but often kind of like low level, very poor. You often talk about like slums and tenement buildings. Too many people, or not too many, but like a lot of people living in a very small area. All right, let's talk to this girl. I think it's a girl. Hello, good morning.
The streets will flow red once more. A great torrent rushing down Rue de Esperance. You wait and see.
The girl stares at the sailboat by the pier. This is Cindy the Skull. Hello, Cindy. Good morning.
The streets will not flow red with anything. Who are you?
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Hepatitis C. We just want to know your name, little lady. No need to get defensive. Don't use that tone with me. I am the law. Let's start with your blood type and go from there. Hep, yeah. When were you last tested? Just answer some questions, okay? Hep, yeah. When were you last tested?
Had a battery of tests just last week. I'm practically a patchwork of interesting critters. Kinda like a man o' war.
Man of war, jellyfish. Despite the attitude, she puts the brush aside. So this is paint on the wall, right? You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? What are you doing to the wall? Do you know anything about the recent murder? Catch you later, Cindy. What are you doing?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural, an aereo graffitio visible from low orbit.
All right. She's a graffiti artist.
I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
She studies the wall, suddenly pensive, thoughtful. So you don't know what to write? Why are you so committed to defacing the building? I have an opinion on this. You want to hear? So you don't know what to write?
Have you ever tried your hand at graffitio?
Hmm.
When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home and Mona was here. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cads. And my name's not Mona, so...
Again, pigs meaning police, just union cads, so it's the stock workers.
She wants it to be something true and total.
I've got an opinion.
Yeah?
I love public art. Don't mind us. Keep doing what you're doing, yeah? Bravo! I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Hooliganism. Look at the pronunciation there. A lot of students have problems with the ISM word, yeah? So here's a trick. Whenever you see a word, ISM, the pronunciation is ism. Really, it's ISAM. Capital ism. Communism. Hooliganism. Autism. ISAM. Of course, we don't spell it like that, but that's pronunciation, yeah? I love public art. Don't mind us. I'm going to have to stop you. This is hooliganism. Actually, I don't have an opinion. I lied. I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
Stamp of approval. We agree. We concur.
You've lessened her desire to deface the building.
I've lessened her desire. Okay, right. You keep looking off to the side. What are you looking at? Do you know anything about the murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein.
All right.
Go forth and
Easy,
forage
tiger.
in someone else's shit. No shortage of squealers in these parts.
So again, to snitch, this word keeps coming up. It's to inform. It's to talk to the police. It's to grass, yeah? Peakstein. She wrinkles her nose. Go forth and forage. Go look in someone else's ship. No shortage of squealers in these parts. To squeal like a pig. I can't believe I just did that. But to squeal is another word for snitching, informing. You have to squeal on someone, you know?
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
Good, Kim.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko. Watch your back, ungulate. You've got eyes on you.
Okay, we're going to do something here, yeah? What's going on? I don't really know what's going on at all. Clothes. Physical instrument. That's my shirt, because we have points, yeah? Items. Interact. Damage those. Alright. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've never played this game before, you know, so I'm going blind into the game. What's that? Okay, that's some sort of trash thing. What about up this way? Hang on. Let's ask the question about who's she looking at. Maybe she's under.
Hello
Maybe
again,
she's been
officers.
threatened.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Not really. Yeah, you keep looking off to the side. Who are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms.
Ah. She nods disdainfully toward the woman performing maintenance on the boat docked next to the pier.
Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her girlish features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
Joyce Messier.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
She hisses. That Ozon whore, a prostitute. Someone's got to keep an eye. Someone's got to watch her. Who is she?
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative while telling us nothing.
She's a representative. Okay. She's a professional negotiator, though. I have the feeling she will be very cooperative. Good. While telling us nothing. Bad.
You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky. Throwing her off is our best bet.
You should take the lead, so you should take charge. Ask her unexpected questions, you know, do your thing, do my thing. Don't be afraid, don't be scared to get a bit wacky, crazy. Throwing her off is our best bet. To throw someone off, you know, to make them uncomfortable. That's the best chance we have.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now. Fuck her shit up good. Impound that boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back to Ozon.
Hang on, I got a message here. Hang on, sorry, 1 second, it's a student. Okay, great. Alright, great idea, pigs. Run along now, go away, fuck her shit up good, mess her up. Impounds the boat, seize the boat while you're at it. I'd like to watch her swim back. Catch you later, Cindy. I'm trying to get Cindy on my side. Ooh, what's that? Hang on. Alright, what's next? Where are we? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago, years ago. A decade being 10 years, right? Let's check this. Any money. Take, ooh, what we got? Magnesium, morale. Okay. What's this? Signpost. Alright, signposts. Docking reserved for residents of Rue de Saint-Ghislain. 33A. What's this? Your room in the whirling isn't much bigger than a sloop. Sloop B. John, it's a ship. Okay, let's go talk to her. Good afternoon!
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat, smiling as you approach. Her green raincoat glistens with droplets. A silk scarf is tied around her throat.
Right, she looks a bit posh.
Good afternoon, officers. I'm Joyce.
Good afternoon! She extends her hands in greeting.
Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM.
Ungulate is good, alright. I represent the board, the owner of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the RCM. You must be the police. She steps closer and holds out her hand over the railing. Joyce L? What does the L stand for? What exactly is the RCM? I remember hearing it from somewhere. What gave us away? How do you know I'm a cop? Shake her hand. Don't shake her hand. Let's be, hey, how did you guess? What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
Very good.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
Maybe. Okay, Joyce L. What does the L stand for? What exactly is the RCM? I'm not a drunk. I'm a police officer. Wave around that big old bottle while you say it. Let's go. Oh, so Kim said let's go weird on her. Let's go wacky. I'm not a drunk.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Don't shake her hand. She's upset me.
I'm glad to see you here.
The woman and the lieutenant exchange a brief handshake.
She is unfazed by your rudeness, probably chalking it up to local custom.
I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
Gladly, happily.
That is good to hear, madame. My colleague will take the lead on this interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
Okay, so I thought I had started as being kind of weird and kind of rude and not shaking her hand, but it seems that's starting now. So Kim opens his notebook. My colleague, me, will take the lead. He's going to ask the questions. I should let you know that he's recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual, but I can assure you of his ultimate competency. He's weird, but he's good.
How interesting. I wish you a swift recovery. In the meanwhile, you have my full cooperation, and the full cooperation of the Wild Pines group.
Okay, let's get started.
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
Okay, let's have a look. We've got 6 choices. 6? Maybe more. 6 choices. You're on a boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? What can you tell me about the strike? What can you tell me about the lynching? The lynching. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Thank you. That's all for now. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy.
Why not? What's Inland Empire? Inland Empire is hunches and gut feelings, dreams and waking life. Okay, this is an important one. Yeah, I want to, why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
A gander, I like this word, yeah. We say this a lot in Ireland, yeah. Gander meaning look, yeah, to have a gander at something, you know. My friend says, oh, I bought a new car. Oh, let me have a gander. Let me have a look, yeah. She's got nice fabric, she's got nice clothes, and she has lustrous hair. Lustrous hair.
A well-kempt, yet tastefully short bob of dark hair, despite the first hints of grey. She's elected to keep it au natural, shaped into a permanent wave, late 40s style. While dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities. Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Comfortable. Right, so I'm kind of low self-esteem going on here. There's a very kind of elegant lady on the boat, you know. She comes across, she appears very rich, and my mind is saying, look at you, you're like a misery-clad monkey, barely able to tie your own shoes, you know. Your armpits are lakes, you smell of booze and BO.
You're poor, poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
Okay, so this is kind of cool, yeah? Poor as balls. This is a very informal expression. Balls meaning testicles, right? But we would say, like, I live in Alicante. I could say, in July, Alicante is hot as balls, yeah? Just meaning really, really hot. So here, poor as balls, meaning really, really poor. You can't ask this person for money. Why? Am I too ashamed? I'm not ashamed. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. Is this love that I'm feeling? I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough, for some money. As I should be, forever considering it. This is a woman, and I am a man. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now. What do you reckon? Anybody? Any opinions? What should I choose? Yeah? We need money. Am I ashamed? Am I not ashamed? What's going on? I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech, this parasite for some dough, for some money. Or, as I should be, she's a woman and I'm a man. Or, yeah, you're right, I should be making my own money. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this parasite for some money.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
I'm not groveling. I'm not begging.
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
So my mind is telling me, don't do it, don't do it. But Kim said, freak her out, get wacky.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
So that was a little thought in my mind, yeah? Her voice breaks the silence, and suddenly I'm back again because I was listening to my internal monologues. Nearby, a seagull pecks at a seagull is the bird, right? Pecks at a piece of garbage, rubbish, trash. If there's any way I may be of assistance. Tell me about Wild Pines. Or you're on a boat. You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
She looks at the deck, the boat deck, under her feet. Green and white sails flutter in the wind overhead. Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Does she have a name? Do you have a license for this boat? I think I have a handle on the boat thing. Does she, I think meaning the boat, have a name?
The boat?
Yes.
No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
Cordelati, I have no idea what that means, yeah? A sloop is a type of boat, right? Like this, yeah?
The word it feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name.
Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. Let's call
The
it...
breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull parts the water. Beneath that, a resounding darkness. You're reminded of something. Or someone.
Someone. Cool, but your boat really needs a name. Okay, but what kind of boat is it? How do you like it? What kind of boat is it?
It's a pleasure craft, a 19-pacer. It also happens to be rated for Category 1 racing. Though these days I mainly use it for business.
But your boat needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelechi 19? Why?
She taps on the side of the boat and makes a hollow sound.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelechi, and its hull is 19 paces long.
Alright, how about Sleek Fish? How about the X something? How about Dolores? How about Dolores? How's it going, Dolores?
Why Dolores?
I just like the name.
Well, it means nothing to me. I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you for the suggestion.
How do you like it?
My sloop? I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
Her lips curl into a wry smile. It's the eel's hips, baby. I have no idea what she's talking about there, but some kind of groovy speak.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
Shut up, Kim.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
Not a lot of people on boats, are there? Do you have a license? I think I have. Do you have a license?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator. So charming. Where's the damn license?
Where's the damn license? Can I see your license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas. Even finished once.
I still need to see it.
Actually, you don't.
I'm pretty sure I do. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I do. I police. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure I do.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's
Oh, shut up,
operator
Kim.
license.
Wait, exactly how little known is this fact? More like the Anarchy Act, in my opinion. So we can't pull over random civilians and demand their papers? That's weak. Makes sense, I guess. I mean, look at me. Okay, forget the stupid Wayfarers Act. I had another question. Wait, exactly how little known?
I was just being polite. Even school children know the Wayfarer Act.
Alright, let's get out of here. Let's change the subject. Back off.
About the boat?
A wisp of steam rises from her thermal cup. Not a lot of people on boats, are
Of course
there?
there are. We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
What do you mean, an archipelago?
I mean, we are on Le Caillou, are we not?
She raises her brow. Caillou? I thought we were in Revachol. Still, I haven't seen anyone else sail a boat around here. Understood about the boat, about this boat of yours. Kai, I thought we were in Revachol.
We are, and the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
I still haven't seen anyone on a boat around
I
here.
haven't seen anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Kenema motor carriage either.
Souped up. How would I explain that now? Like, jeez, I don't know the word. You know, when people put stuff on their cars, yeah? I'm the least car person in the world, so I don't know how to describe it. When people soup up something, they kind of make it more elaborate, yeah? I haven't seen anyone else drive a souped up Kenema motor carriage around here. That's Kim's car.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle.
Good, Kim.
It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol, between the city and the islands.
She's having a good time arguing against the law. Too good, perhaps.
Too good. Okay, I think I have a handle. I think I understand the boat thing.
Good.
Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do?
What we do? I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a whole. It's a giant undertaking.
So what do they do? Or, fair enough, tell me something else. So what do they do?
Pines' core competency is logistics. Container shipping, freight, that sort of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things.
All right, so it's a logistics company. They move stuff. So we see the strike and there's all the freight trucks and everything like that. Yeah, so that she's negotiating with the union, the dock workers, I guess, to finish the strike.
And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore platforms.
How much money does it have?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year the company booked more than 20 billion real in revenue.
20 billion, and I have 2 real, yeah? I am a poor, broke cop. A billion, says Encyclopedia. What is a billion? Wow. That's it, I thought. Wild Pines was supposed to be, all right, that's it? I thought Wild Pines was supposed to be big time. Numbers like that mean nothing to me. The money I owe is so much less than that. Numbers like that, yeah? Do you know, what's the thing, yeah? I mean, seriously, let's just look at this, right? For 1 second, I'm going to completely change here. Get on to, just give me a second. I was thinking about this earlier on today. And unfortunately, I'm going to talk about Elon Musk, right? But, like, let's say, how much is Elon Musk worth, right? Let's just look at his value, yeah? As of mid-2025, his net worth is estimated to be 330 billion to 360 billion. I mean, that is insane. How old is the universe? How old is the universe? It's estimated the universe is like 14 billion, yeah? 14 billion years old. And like Elon Musk has like $350 billion or whatever. There must be something wrong with that, man. You know what I mean? That's insane, you know? What's that? What's that work out? How many dollars for every year of the universe? I don't know. I'm really bad at mathematics, yeah? But seriously, anyway, it's just going off topic there a bit. The money I owe is so much less than that.
Yes, past a certain point, numbers begin to seem imaginary, but they are quite real for the 72,000 employees who depend on Wild Pines for their paychecks.
Their paychecks, their salary.
A conglomerate the size of Wild Pines is like a shark. If it stops moving and growing, it will die. Then what becomes of those 72,000 families? It is a tremendous responsibility.
And where does it get all the money from?
They started as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samoan and Insulindian Islas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantang on behalf of the suzerain.
Suzerain, the boss, yeah? The warlord.
Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the great unrest to re-emerge with apricots in tow. The logic of the system is totalizing. It's taken everything from its employees to build it.
What does such a huge system want with a place like this? And I look around.
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners?
Hmm.
Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
8% of all cargo in the world. That's quite the endeavor indeed. Wow. You don't keep it moving. The workers do. The company is nothing without them. That's all. Yeah, we're going communist. It's the workers that keep this company, that make the money for the company.
We built this district.
she says calmly.
All the best parts of it. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, with its bastions, the plazas Meteor and Mosaic. Even some of the old street lamps have been put back thanks to the investments from the WP.
She points behind you where the seawall rises.
Before Martinez was swallowed by the industrial harbour, even before it was part of Revachol, long before Terminal B was erected here, the Pines built it as a resort for its Revacholian employees.
Right, okay. So they invested all the money, they built the place, and it's a resort.
A company getaway, for a weekend or a summer holiday. Then came the revolution. But that's another matter. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they built.
Okay, a company getaway. Okay, you know when I'm really stressed, or maybe you're living in a big city, you know, and with big cities there's the traffic, the noise, the pollution, the stress. So sometimes imagine you have a couple of days for free. You want to get away. I want to get away out of the city, into the countryside, into the mountains, to the lake, etc. So, you know, I want to get away and relax and chill out. But also that can become like a noun, you know? So it's like there's a place, whenever I have some free time, I go to a lake, you know? And that is my favorite getaway. You would say it like that. So it can actually be a place as well. So I like to get away when I have free time. I like to get away to my favorite getaway, you know?
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
Okay, so she takes a sip. I'm here to make sure the Pines can fulfill their responsibilities to the place they've built. Suggestion with your help. What can you tell me about the strike? What can you tell me about the lynching? You seem smart. Right, she seems educated. I need someone to give me the lowdown. I need someone to inform me on this reality we're in. Or volition, medium, say it. Can I have some money? Oh Jesus, yeah, let's go for it. Money.
Voila!
Boom! Da, 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 da. We're partying, everybody. We're partying.
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Yell, scream it. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. Money! Let's go for money.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. The wind is a bit strong. Could you repeat that?
God damn it, you seem rich. Can I have some money? Or can I have some money, Mom? Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. I need money.
How much money?
I need 70 real.
That's a reasonable sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
Ba 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 ba. Hey, it's my round, everybody. We're going partying. That's a reasonable amount. Not too small, not too large. She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
We got it. We got it.
Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was?
Yeah.
Ask her for more.
Toot toot. Train to Money Town. Choo choo. Can I have some more money? Nay, 'twould be dishonourable, and mine honour is my life. Can I have some more money, please?
This may seem like odd behavior for a police officer, man, but it's a perfectly common side effect of his...
Kim is just saying he's nuts. Don't worry about it. He squints at me. He looks at me.
unusual medical episode.
Shut up, Kim.
It's all right, Lieutenant.
Yes.
I really did bring as little cash with me as possible to avoid attention. So here you are. The last bit of filthy lucre I can share.
Filthy lucre. Money.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer.
Look,
It may
look,
not be
look.
technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
So, she returns it back to her jacket. I hope I didn't just bribe you, like pay me money to do something. It may not be technically illegal, but still. You bribed me, all right. I'm your little peon now. Pawn. I'm an honourable policeman, one of the few good men in Revachol. Funny that you're worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. I want to talk about something else. Okay, let's have a look. You bribed me, and I am your pawn, let's say. I'm an honourable policeman. Funny that you're worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
I'm taking the next left off the straight and narrow, everybody.
Which he most certainly will do. Now,
You're
how else
shouting
can I
outside.
help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
What can you tell me about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Wait, what if I want to hear about trade secrets? What's your role in this precisely? I have other questions. Wait, what? Trade secrets? Right, but not including. What's your role?
I believe the official title is Senior Labour Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
A counter offer, so it's negotiations, yeah?
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations a week ago, after that awful lynching took place.
The hanging and lynching.
Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Measurehead, yeah, we met him, yeah? Yeah, you mean Measurehead. Who's, has certain opinions on race theory. How were the talks going before the lynching? So, oh, you mean Measurehead?
Yes, Jean-Luc Measurehead.
She leans back and rolls her eyes. So how were the talks going?
Let's say I was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
Not good then.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site, like the RCM.
Like the Popo, like the police.
But the strike began in December.
He looks at his notes. Good, Kim. Kim keeps notes. This is really important because I don't remember anything.
Negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
Okay, I wasn't the original negotiator. I took over, so she took charge. She replaced Mr. Gaumont. He hit a wall with Mr. Clare, so their negotiations stalled, they stopped, there was no progress, they hit an obstacle. So Mr. Clare, who's the union boss, okay, he refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he granted. The union, okay, right, so Clare is the union guy.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike?
Heavens no. There have been 2 prior strikes. Both times the union won significant concessions, including overtime pay and a medical plan. This time their demands are more, I guess you could say, aggressive.
What happened to this Gaumont? What are their demands now? The Scabs are at the gate. Did you put them there? So we talked about Scabs at the beginning. Tell me about this union boss, Mr. Clare. That's all I need. Tell me about the union boss.
Everard Clare is a man of the utmost integrity. If you can say one thing about him, it's that he always puts the interests of the workers first.
Really?
Of course not. Everard is fantastically corrupt. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood.
So she's being sarcastic. He's fantastically corrupt, you know. I imagine he has a thick, viscous goo where you and I have blood, so he's... I don't know what she means by that. Is he that bad? He can't be that bad. Say nothing. Everett is a hero of the workers' movement.
He is the most corrupt individual I have ever seen, and I deal with men like him for a living.
Right.
If there is anyone more venal, more irredeemably nepotistic, then it's his twin brother, Edgar.
There are 2 of them?
Yes. Edgar looks exactly like his brother, except for that lazy eye. He also talks exactly like Everard does. And when one's term as foreman is up, the other takes over.
Lazy eye, so it's a problem with his eye, okay? And the foreman would be the boss. So, right, they both look like each other, and then when one's term, when their time as boss is up, the other one takes over.
It's how they circumvent the term limits, you see, with a funny little switcheroo. While in office, they've embezzled God knows how much of their workers' dues.
Embezzle is like to steal, you know, like fraud, yeah, to embezzle money. Now, I can steal money from a shop or I can steal money from a person, but to embezzle, I think, is when you steal from your own company. I think so, yeah? So, you're an accountant in a company and you're stealing money. That's embezzlement. Okay, what about the union outside the brothers? Let's take this back to the strike. What about the union?
The Débardeurs Union was once a perfectly normal institution.
All right.
20 years ago, anyway.
Good.
It must not have been easy to establish under the Emergency Act, but they did it. I can respect that. Organised labour at its best, as they say. Then something happened in the local chapter elections. The brothers Clare came and transformed it into a... how do you say...
mafia or workers' commune?
A mob. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate. Sad as it may
Mafia.
be, I suspect we'll be forced to cooperate with them.
A mob. The mob, eh? To answer succinctly, correctly, accurately. The Débardeurs are a crime syndicate, sad as it may be. I suspect we will be forced to cooperate, so we're going to have to deal with the mob, everybody.
Refreshingly honest, officer. The company has tried appeasing in the past, but I'm afraid our concessions have only emboldened Everard and his brother.
Okay, the company's tried appeasing them, tried to deal with them nicely, yeah? But I'm afraid our concessions has shown weakness, and that has made them stronger, it's made them braver, it's emboldened them. She turns to you.
And your opinion, detective, if I may ask? I'm a curious and talkative person, you see. Would you say the Débardeurs Union is...
an effective advocate for the rights of the local working man? A giant leech parasite sucking the light out of Revachol. Basically a socialist mob. I prefer not to have an opinion on these things. Why am I speaking in a French accent? A really bad, fake, false, pseudo-French accent. It's an effective advocate for the rights of the local working men.
Why do you think so?
Her voice is calm. There is only curiosity there. Between Everett, the human leech, and Measurehead, the union sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Wink. Sounds like they are all Revachol. I'm all Revachol too. To hell with the rest. They're good Labour men. Can't fault them for a little. Corruption? Sounds like a motley crew. I'm into it. Hell with the rest. I'm into it. No, I don't like Measurehead. They're good. Sounds like they're... yeah, I'm with Revachol. Okay, we're going to go number 2. Sounds like they are born, bred, bleed Revachol. Just like me. To hell with everybody else.
I suppose you are, officer. All Revachol. But enough about Everard. What else can I tell you about?
What happened to this guy before you, Galmont?
Mr. Clare told him to... how did he put it?
Go... himself?
Fuck off, midget. Gaumont is short of stature, you see.
Fuck off, midget. Okay. A midget being someone who is short. Okay? He's a short stature. Okay then, cool. Not cool! Okay.
Yes. Keep in mind, this is a negotiator Mr. Clare has worked with before, and who was more than fair with him and the union.
Sounds like usual aggressive posturing.
Okay, what are their demands? The union's demands? The Scabs are at the gate here. The people trying to break the strike. Did you put them there? Is this you? One more thing. You said something happened in the elections. That's all I need here. Okay, what are their demands?
There are leaflets everywhere and banners. What did they say again?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Every worker, a member of the board.
Of the board of directors. I like it. I don't know what to think about that. Over-aggressive communist posturing. Okay, like, seems like they have no idea about business. Forget it. I wanted to ask something else about the strike. I like it.
Then you might also like their other slogan. Demand democracy.
No, that's not hard communist enough for me, I'm afraid.
Personally, I agree. It lacks the pizzazzo of every worker a member of the board.
What exactly do they mean by it? What's their demand?
It's quite simple, you see. Every time the Wild Pines group makes a decision about what, about anything really,
Right.
it needs the signature of each of the 2,200 workers in its Martinez terminal.
Cool.
Just so you understand, this is but one of 22 terminals owned by Wild Pines. Essentially, not only are they kings of the company, they are also kings of the 72,000 employees of Wild Pines Group.
That's pretty funny, I have to admit, I have to say. The workers can't be kings. The king is the king. The king is dead. Long live the workers. What are you going to do? The king is dead. Long live the workers.
That may well be. It's not up to me to decide who is king, but as negotiations go, it's not a swell start.
Very American swell. It's not a great start. What are you going to do?
I'm not sure. Naturally, I assume that was just their opening position, a hard-nosed tactic with a side of mockery. But there's been no follow-up, just the same nonsensical slogan repeated over and over again.
The workers for the board or whatever it was, yeah? What was the phrase? Every worker a member of the board. Okay, I need to remember that one. Every worker a member of the board.
And now, people are getting lynched, I hear. Behind the whirling in rags. A disastrous situation if there ever was one.
What do you know about it?
Excuse me, from whom did you hear about this lynching?
Good, Kim. Good questioning.
I first heard it from the bowyer at the gates. The one whose very name advertises his aversion to work. I think he said it was, "Call me mañana."
Call me tomorrow. Yeah, we met him last time, yeah? He's the guy shouting abuse at the Scabs.
This checks out.
Mm-hmm. This checks out. It makes sense. Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there? One more thing. You said something happened in the elections. All right. Scabs at the gate. Did you put them there? Did you pay for
The
this?
Scabs?
Yeah, the Scabs.
You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock, come to plead for work where the union refuses to?
Yeah, the Scabs.
If they were organised by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not right now, at least.
What about this election? You said something happened. You mentioned something happened in the elections.
I'm glad you asked.
Thank
There
you.
was a woman, the previous forewoman of the union. She disappeared.
Kind of a boss, right?
Disappeared?
Disappeared?
Yes. On the last day of the local chapter elections, her daughter phoned in and said she wasn't running anymore. Or coming to work. Ever. End of story.
Eerie, spooky, weird. It happens. People just decide to leave and move to the other side of the country. Some kind of extortion, probably. Some kind of extortion.
Indeed. The company suspects foul play, but there's nothing they could do. It was a union matter.
There's power in the
The
union,
point of the
power in the
presentation
land.
is, these kinds of things happen around the Clares. Watch out when you're dealing with him.
Okay, so this guy Claire's is a bit... Ooh, he's a bit...
Thank you for your concern, ma'am. We'll be just fine.
That's all I need here. Let's change the topic.
Of course. How else can I help?
Okay, you can tell me about the lynching. You seem smart. I need someone to give me the lowdown, to inform me about reality. What is this? Because we are going to find out what the hell is going on.
This reality.
She pulls her hood closer around the neck. I got so drunk I forgot literally everything. No time to explain, just give me the lowdown, just give me the cool, yeah, give me the information. Actually, now is not a good time for a reality lowdown. No time to explain, just tell me.
No, but please, a little context. We're not in such a hurry.
Alright, I got so out of my mind, I have forgotten everything.
What?
She nearly spills her tea. I went on a 3-day bender. Now you need to explain the world to me because I've forgotten. A supernatural event took place. Point to my head. Within my head on alcohol. Please don't make me say it again. Something happened inside my head with alcohol.
Such an acute encephalopathy.
A what?
Just doesn't seem possible. Surely you're joking.
She puts her beverage down and stares at me. Surely you're joking. I don't know what the hell encephalopathy means. Well, let's just go with it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
I need the lowdown. I need the cool. What's happening?
We may be here a while then.
Hey, task
Oscar,
updated.
officer. I'll help however I can.
Get a reality lowdown. You have no idea where you are. Lena encouraged you to ask others to explain the world to you in greater detail. Perhaps try a rich person? Rich people are educated. Okay, that was Lena. Joyce is rich and willing to answer your questions. Ask one. Ask what? One question? Alright, it's a hangover. I need to find... Actually, I'm doing pretty well. I need to find cigarettes. Okay. Ask me one question.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
Where are we? What times are these? What is this acute encephalopathy? Now, the spirit of corpse, legendary. What is? Think of something close to you. What are you? What is this? Conceptualization impossible. What is reach for something? That's all for now. What is this acute?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
You should go to a doctor. You get yourself checked out. Go to the doctor for a checkup.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
Doomed detective? Hey, hang on, wait a second. What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably from surgery then. It's definitely the drinking. I'm not sure about this one, everybody. It's definitely the
She
drinking.
nods slowly.
Yeah, she agrees.
What this boils down to is, this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Glug, 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 glug. This is electrochemistry, which is my party town, drug-taking mind.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Shut up, Volition. I have somewhere to party right now. Wipe the urge from your mind and get back to reality. No, I've got somewhere to party.
Of course. Well, I'll be here if you need me.
All right, Joyce. And I think, everybody, I'm going to leave it there because I'm getting hungry. All right. Good stuff. So we've kind of getting into the what is reality and stuff. There, Joyce has been a fountain of knowledge for us. Yeah. We're going to continue this tomorrow. I'm not sure when, but tomorrow evening at some point. Okay. And then on Sunday morning, yeah, we'll play some more. Yeah, we're moving on. The murder mystery is moving on. We're finding out bit by bit, piece by piece. And I think there's a whole lot more to discover before we crack this case. So anyway, like the stream. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps. But definitely put on notifications, because tomorrow I don't really know what time I'm going to do it. It could be, I'm working in the morning. It'll be in the night time. It'll be in the night time. And if I don't do it in the night time, it will 100% it'll be Sunday morning, okay? I'll leave you there. Have a great night. It's Friday, so wherever, whenever you're watching this, I hope you're having fun. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.